Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Transformers Timelines issue number 5. Now, as you know, this takes place with the Timeline comics are kind of basically botcon comics, which take place either after the events of a TV show or before the event. This one takes place during Generation 2. So cover you have Autobots with kind of powerful abilities. And let's get on the story. It starts off how the Decepticons are attacking, saying, Autobots, fall back! The Decepticons, crush them! And yeah, you got one that looks like Scorponok, but with the Energon body. And the new recruits are like, fall back, but you heard, Pyro. We're outnumbered. Femenos. I hate to say it, Scorch, but he's right. We've got to split the scene. And they talk about how everything happened, like the crashing of the Ark, Galvatron and the sweeps, and how things have carried on since the late 90s and stuff. We introduce 5 minutes later, where the team are talking, saying, I knew things were getting wild again on this side of the planet, but if I'd known things had gotten this funky, I'd have left Autobots City to help way before now. And pretty much we talked to them arguing and stuff, and even talk about how they have to try and rescue one of their teammates who's been captured, saying, bring the prisoner in. Ooh, he sounds upset. Well, you heard the bot. Bring the prisoner to him. And we see the Sharkticon guards, and even like Crunch talking to Skybite, saying, Watch your tongue, Autobot. You're addressing the mighty Skybite, leader of the new Sharkticon army. And talk about this new energy source they have, where Crunch tries to give one to one of the kind of Decepticon pets, and you got Breakdown and then looking and him saying, interesting. Well, yes, it appears Galatrons need some adjusting before, have some more stable samples. And so you see them planning on to test it themselves, and you got Scorponok so drunk saying, So I says to them, you'd think I'm gonna tear off me head and let some squishy Liftnet, you got another thing coming, as a reference to Headmasters. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I was expressing my No, I mean, I can't understand you. Crunch, better hurry. And I end up getting blasted. And we got the Autobots coming in, and them going against the Decepticons, where we discover that the new energy source gives an Autobot or Decepticon powers, like giving Crunch magnetism, sort of like Magneto, and even them having to go on against Sharkticons. And we see the Autobot rookies having to break through the door, and they're like, allow me. How did you? I got a knack for getting to where I'm not supposed to be. What can I say? We see them looking around, and we see them one of them having the idea to give them the universal greeting, saying, Ba weep, guana weep, ninny bon. Universal greeting, coupled with bribes. Processing response. Conchum. They end up getting blasted and run right through, where they see one of their Autobot teammates locked up, and we see that Breakdown is got a new paint job, and them taking on Sharkticons and even Skybite. And Skybite's like, I think it's proper that I celebrate my coming victory with a haiku. Full sight, goes, source of ultimate power. Autobot, you're doomed. Okay? That may be the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Ha! Fine! How does this sound? Tsunami Blaster! And so we see the Autobots are trying their best, and reinforcements have just came just in time, while Scorponok is trying to hold them down, and the Autobots are badly getting creamed by Decepticons, and suddenly they try and use some of the stuff themselves, but it ends up getting blasted. But something happens that it doesn't explode, and it ends up gassing when they go, oh great. And so the reinforcements going to help out, and after the gas leaks, the Autobots get abilities. Like one having the ability of super speed, and able to go through like Flash style, saying, hey Ugly, you like fireworks? Huh? And they end up getting blasted, and due to a heavy battle, and even with the Autobots having new abilities, Breakdown talked to him saying, you sure came a long way for revenge, Breakdown. Show yourself. I'm ending it now, powers or not. Eternit, I've been over for solar cycles. We both lost our teams. No! It has to be one of or the other, or nothing. And so the Autobots managed to beat the Decepticons, with them falling back after the failure of the mission, and the Autobots, now with new abilities, able to fix what's been broken. And we see one of the Decepticons talking with a doppelganger, who turns out to be Ratchet from the Shadowglass universe, where he talks to his version of Rodimus Prime, and we see the Decepticon saying, what's the not the gladiators for the Nanoplex 16? Nah, I have been ripped off. I am a jerk. So, yeah, this was the story. What I think, it does a pretty good job. It's able to tell a decent story, and to me, it's not as bad as the Generation 2 comics. It tries to tell a good story, so it does deserve a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.